Alright, here, this is going to be a video of the main race vehicles, not used vehicles, that General has in stock for General's racing team, competition, and event hosting. And two of the vehicles will be also, well, a couple of the vehicles will be General's equipment vehicles. These vehicles are not for sale unless Generals is offered an amount of money that we could afford the exact same, newer and better version. That is the only way these things would be for sale from Generals. Okay, hello. So, these are the vehicles that General's Garage also has. Mainly these are race vehicles. This vehicle was built and never even seen by the public other than whoever saw it and when it was out back. This was built by one of the workers. We had all the parts capable. We had a stockpile of wrecked cars, and we kind of just did tube frame everything, built this shop built, because General's Garage definitely has the tools to build this, because we do way more than just a regular mechanic would. Like, way more. Trying to get that point clear to people. This was a car that was traded in. Nobody ever wanted it because it had messed up. Mainly it was a wreck. We fixed it. Somebody sold it to us, wrecked it. The motor was horrible, and they couldn't afford it, so we turned into off-road. It's wrecked suspension, not like hit. The Dukes was a car from way back, and I just sold it to Generals. It could be under my name, but I'm not going to do that. I just gave this vehicle to Generals, and we're going to use it for racing. We do not have any blue liveries or blue secondary other than where the chrome trim's supposed to be. And realistically, you would not paint chrome trim blue, so that's why it's only green. This vehicle was, if you remember back when Blue had his character, his car was a General's vehicle, so when he quit, we took this. This car was interesting because when Army Guy, his character died, he left this car much different looking in his will, and we also paid that amount of money. So technically we have two of these, but if his character did not legitimately get this car, we still have one of these cars and we did modification to it. So we have paid for this, even though we were supposed to inherit it. This is a protocol just in case he did not legitimately get this vehicle, because I have no proof he legitimately gave this vehicle to us. So I still paid for a second one and did all the upgrades. This car, we just did this car as full build. Somebody didn't want it, they resold it. This car was one of the first rally cars ever by Generals. Same deal. Somebody wanted to sell their car and we turned it into rally. These are cars that we could have turned around and made AI profit off of, but we did something with them. So we spent more money on them. The truck, just a scrapyard vehicle, runs and drives old Jeep, and that's used for when somebody needs a ride, rentals, and this is also the same deal because nobody ever wanted to buy this. One person bought it and couldn't fully pay for it, and it was a very cheap vehicle. Like, they were like $1,000 short, and they never paid the $1,000 short, so we had to take it back. And that's all these vehicles. That vehicle was specific build, but then we started building other cars. And this is why we want to go invest into Rally, because we have invested lots of money into Rally, and this is millions of dollars worth of vehicles here that we could sell off, but we will most likely never sell these off and just use them for renting out for people who can't afford a nice car like this, and they can afford to rent it, because not everybody wants to have to deal for a race car, but they want to be able to drive it. And that leads up to future plans. That will be another video. And we also have one more vehicle that I'll be showing. Okay, and here's the last vehicle, the Wastelander. That is also an equipment vehicle, just like the Phantom is. And the two trucks, these are equipment vehicles. And this is used for county tow and everything. And it operates out of here. That's a whole separate video that you can watch. That's pretty much it for ownership wise from Generals, not from the Toms Junior.